Yo, what's good, everyone? Your boy Deke back again with another vid, and we got Tannenbaum back again with another bad hot take on Big Ben. Dude, he's in the running for maybe biggest Big Ben hater there is, man. He's been bringing some heat over these past couple years. But here's what he says. Ben's going to be bad. I expect him to be benched by the middle of the season. Major hot take alert. He's had a great career. It's over. This is from Get Up's Twitter account. So let's watch the clip. We'll react to it a little bit. And then we'll give like a final response, final rebuttal, whatever it is at the end. But yeah, let me warn you. It's not good. It's bad.
What do you expect to see from Pittsburgh this season and from Big Ben?
He's going to be bad, and I expect him to be benched by the middle of the season. And here's why.
Wow.
When I was at the Jets and the Dolphins, Ben Roethlisberger was a
Dude, look at Orlovsky. Shout out to Orlovsky. He's shocked. He's like,
physical.
What am I doing? What am I doing on this screen talking to this dude right now?
Stats don't always paint a picture, but in 2015, Ben Roethlisberger was third in the NFL in yards per pass attempt, meaning he got the ball down the field. Last year, at 38 years old, he was 31st. He just checked the ball down. Now, they had guys that can make...
So here's my question. He's bringing up these stats, and he also says something. He's 38. Age is just a number whenever you're considering quarterbacks in the league right now. What's Rodgers is a year younger than Ben, had one of his best seasons last year. Brady won a Super Bowl at 43, so that really doesn't matter. Also, those stats, he's saying we were the highest in yards per attempt back in 2015, or the third highest, versus last year we were 31st. What do those stats mean? What do those have to do with Ben getting benched? Because last year we were 11-0. With those yards per attempt being at 31st. We were controlling the clock on offense that first half of the season. No one was talking about the short pass attempts. Maybe those within Steeler Nation were concerned we were doing it maybe a little bit too much. Maybe we need to spread it out a little bit more. But Tom Brady's done that stuff throughout his whole career, and no one has complained about Brady doing it. They've praised Brady for doing it. We incorporated it last year a little bit. And it was a new look to the offense, and we were doing good things. I was liking it. We ended up going 12-4, still won the AFC North with this short passing game. Did he bring up the stats to say that Ben can't throw the ball down the field? Because that's definitely false. That's definitely untrue. Anyone that watched Ben play, if anything, he was overthrowing receivers down the field. The arm strength's still there. The arm talent's still there. Dude throw for 500 yards in the wild card game. So there's no question about it. He could still make throws that like probably 90% of the quarterbacks in the league can't really make. So I don't know why he's bringing up those stats necessarily. Now with the short passing, I do think there were times last year, especially late in the season, it was like, yeah, we're doing this too much. So I don't want us to see us do the short passing as much next year. I do think it was a nice wrinkle though in the offense last year, and we should include it. Just get that nice balance going. Take your shots, short passing, improve running game, improve line. Pretty much that simple.
Plays once they had the ball in their hand, the Smith-Schusters of the world. But at 39, losing the quarterback of your offensive line and Marquise Pouncey, he's going to get rid of the ball.
I think we all can agree it might have been Pouncey's time to retire last year. So I don't think this is the biggest loss of all time.
He is going to make sure that,
especially for the offensive line that was probably worse than the league last year.
And getting rid of the ball. And when that happens, it's really hard to score points in this league because now you have 11 defensive players closer to the line of scrimmage. So he's had a great career. It's over. They're paying Ben Roethlisberger for what he used to do, not what he's going to do in the future. And those three other quarterbacks in the AFC North are getting better. He's getting older.
That's just not true. That's not true. I don't think anyone could say Lamar Jackson's 2020 was better than his 2019. Joe Burrow, there's no guarantees there. And then with Baker Mayfield, maybe he had his best season last year. Maybe someone point to his rookie season, but he's limited. He's right now not better than Ben Roethlisberger. There's no shot in hell. And I don't see his ceiling being any higher than what it is right now. Browns roster is really good. Baker Mayfield is going to be the one that limits them throughout the season. So Ben is still the best quarterback in the AFC North. I don't know what this dude's talking about.
And that's a big problem for the Steelers long term.
I literally think Dan is having an allergic attack.
Shout out. He comes through. He comes through for us right here. Brings up some good stats. Brings up some good facts, too.
Okay, the ability to push the ball downfield and the offense's performance in pushing the ball downfield are two different things, okay? As a quarterback, what allows us to push the ball downfield is the offensive line. I have to have time to get my receivers and pass catching options downfield for me to throw it downfield. Big Ben's arm can still throw. Go cut on the Colts game.
We need to get like dings. We need ding. Good point.
Okay, he can still throw the ball downfield. Big Ben is not the problem with the Steelers' offense. The problem with the Steelers' offense is their offensive line stinks, and then they don't have a schematic identity.
Now, I will say this. Those 2 points that he brings up at the end. Offensive line stinks. Steelers don't have an offensive identity. I think that's what we tried to fix in this offseason. We heard from Rooney. We're going to be locked in on the run game. We draft Najee Harris. Offensive line gets younger. I don't think it can get much worse than what it was last year. Should be only improved. How much? We'll see. We got a bunch of young guys, but it's not going to be worse. I think DeCastro, Pouncey, Villanueva, I think their time had come. It's pretty much as simple as that. Now it's time to get the new guys in. Some of them, Zach Banner, really talented. Kendrick Green, we drafted him in the 3rd round. Kevin Dotson, his time to shine. Bring in Trey Turner. He's looking to get back to form. He's only 28 years old. Maybe biggest question mark's left tackle, but dude, we'll figure it out. It's not going to be worse than last year. That's my point. So, improved offensive line. We brought in Matt Canada. Everyone's complaining about Randy Finkner last year. Offense is so predictable. There's our offensive identity. Najee Harris. Heard it from Rooney. We need to improve the running game. That's going to happen. So when we do that, combined with Ben, who still had a really solid season last year, 33 touchdowns, 10 picks, 3,800 yards in 15 games, probably should have been 4,000 when you consider all the drops. We're going to be fine. Ben's going to be fine. He's going to have a really good season. And I just don't get how someone could be this confident when you're talking about a Hall of Fame quarterback. If they're healthy, they still got the arm, and they have the pieces around us to make takes like this. It doesn't make sense. When you just saw in 2019, I've said this before. I've said this countless times before. 2019, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people are saying the same thing about them. These dudes are washed. They can't play. When you watch them, they look fine. They look the same. The offense was just weird. They maybe didn't have the same pieces around them. All of a sudden, last year, Aaron Rodgers wins an MVP. All of a sudden, Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl. So I think the same thing could happen with Ben next year. Why can't it? We improve the running game. We improve the offensive line. Our receivers get better. Ben's protected. He's healthy. Like, why not? But we get takes like this. Doesn't add up to me. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay chilling. Peace.